Hello and welcome along to Mondo Chelloveck Movies. My name is John and this video is going to be what I've picked up recently. Also I've got two unboxings for you, but first I want to give a quick shout out. So the channel I'd like to give a shout out today is to the channel Electricgeek. Now Electricgeek is run by Andy. And as you can see, he's got a live stream coming up here, which would have been done by the time this video is going to come out. So I'll leave a link to this live stream down below. Now, his live stream here is talking to the great channel Paul Tambs. Now, Paul's got a great channel as well. I'll leave a link to his channel down below as well. Now, they are going to have, I'm excited to see this, although it hasn't aired yet. It'll air tonight, actually. I must admit, Andy's got a great channel. I regularly watch his videos. And also, I think he's got a great presentation when it comes to his videos, and they're very watchable. So I urge you to check this channel out. It's a great channel and Andy's a great guy. That's Electricgeek. So first up, I received a parcel from MrrandomuploaderHD. Now that channel is run by Peter. So Peter got in touch with us and said he'd like to send us something. So this is what is in this parcel. And it's a movie that I've been after for quite a while actually. When I went to look for it, I can't find it anywhere. So let's get this open and see what it is. So here it is, and very well packaged in bubble wrap as well. So the movie that Peter sent me is Lemmy. Now, I love Lemmy and Motorhead. I think he's one of the best characters in rock and roll. I don't think you'll ever see another Lemmy, and he's just unique. Now, what I like about this one is it's got rock and roll edition with over 200 minutes of extras. Now, the thing about Lemmy is I watch a lot of Lemmy stuff on YouTube, just stuff when he's like talking, just stuff about his life. I think he's a really interesting guy. And this one here is what I would consider to be the definitive Lemmy story. Now, I don't remember seeing this particular cover. I'm sure the one I saw was like yellow, but I don't know if this is a better edition. It has this extra footage in, which I'm all about. So the movie is 2 hours long with 200 minutes of extras, so you're getting a lot of Lemmy for your money. And, oh, there's a note in here. I'll read this note out. There's your disc there. So I remember seeing this on the TV and I thought this was an excellent documentary, thinking to myself, I'll just go and get it. And you know when you want to get it, you just never see it out in the wild. So there, Peter's helped me out with that, so I can't thank him enough. I'll read out the note. The note, Mr. RandomUploaderHD Peter. So the note says, if I can read it without my glasses, hello John, aka Mondo Chelloveck Movies. My name is Peter. I'm a new subscriber to your channel. Thanks very much for subscribing, Peter. I do appreciate this. So Peter sent this to me a few days ago, but the reason why I haven't got around to open it till now is because if you can see on there, it's got contributions from a person called Slash, who plays with Guns N' Roses. So as you might have seen from my Instagram account, WarrenPeace666, that me and Paul, aka the 4K chef, went down to see Guns N' Roses at the weekend down in London. It was absolutely amazing. We had such a good time. Now I'm putting together a vlog from that. There's a lot of pieces to put together, to edit together. But the whole story of when we went down there was stopped with his family. Had a great time, had great food, and I want to thank Paul again and his family, Clint, Carol, and Sophie, for making me feel so welcome over the weekend. So, but that's coming up. That's on a different video. So back to the note. I am Mr. RandomUploaderHD on YouTube. I also have a reaction channel, RandomReactionsHD, so I'll leave a link to those two channels down below. Love your channel and content. I hope you're well. Yes, that weekend has took a little bit out of us. I've got to say that it's a young man's game when you go to these gigs, because this gig was next level. Wow. I'm still trying to figure out what works for me best on YouTube. Well, I think when everyone starts off, everyone's in the same boat. And I'm sure you will find your feet and you will find what things that you think that people would like and you like to put out yourself. That's what it's all about. If you like the stuff you're putting out, you're halfway there. I'm 40 from South Coast England. I live in a city called Bournemouth. Have you been? I haven't been, but as you just heard, I've been down to London. That's the closest I've been to it. But I do like the South. I do think it's great. And when I was with Paul, he showed me a few things that were like kind of outside of London, which were great. So me and my wife are going to go back and visit those places. I'm a full-time administrative. Have been for 7 months now. Well, I hope you enjoy the film. I have sent you. I hope to get you know you better, and hope you do some collabs together. Yeah, that'd be great. I have a good PC set up. Well, that's it for now. Is just my laptop there. That's me done with that. I did used to have a big PC, but it kind of just blew up and got it too old and blew up. Take care, John. All the best. Bye bye from your new subscriber, Peter. Well, thanks very much for subscribing, and also, like I say, just take time out to go and visit Peter's channel down below. Link down below, and you'll have a great time. So thanks once again, Peter, for this movie. If you haven't seen this movie and you like anything to do with Motorhead or Lemmy, you've got to get this movie because it's like a definitive one. Thanks for the note. The note will go inside the box. So cheers, Peter. Really appreciate that, mate. So the next parcel I got came when I was away at London, and it is from Martin Geary. Now Martin Geary got in touch with me and said he would like to send us something. So Martin has sent me some great stuff in the past, including Blu Rays and slipcovers. So Martin has sent me, there is a note. Well, when I say notes, I say kitchen roll. So, nice bit of kitchen roll, actually. Wow. Hi, John. I could send this. I found this in my collection, and after your last video, saw you wanted or / needed it. Don't watch it this while you are eating your tea. Extreme graphic violence. Regards, Martin. Well, Martin, thanks for the kitchen roll, and also thanks for what you sent us. Now, when you said that don't watch it while you're eating your tea, and also extreme graphic violence, makes me think, yes, please. That's got me sold even before I know what it is. So what Martin sent me is oh, wow, yeah. As you know, on a previous video, which I'll link down below if you haven't seen it already, Martin sent me the Rambo Collection 1, 2, 3. Now this is Rambo 4, and recently I bought Rambo 5. So I've got all the Rambos now, so I can get now these watched, and I just thought it was absolutely brilliant to have the 3 sent. And then I got the 5th one, and I was going to try and track down the 4th one. And of course, when you go looking for it, I've been looking for it for about a week or 2 now. You can't find it anywhere. So that means I've now got the full set of Rambo, and I can't wait to watch them, because I was holding out until I got Rambo 4 so I could watch all the rest of them, because they all need a rewatch in my eyes. And this is amazing, because to be honest, I always thought that this one was uncut. This was cut in the UK, but it's apparently not. So I would have went and got it, but of course, when you go and look for it, you can't find it anywhere. But Martin has just sorted me out here, so with his help, I've now got all the Rambo films. So that's a big thank you to Martin and also Peter for sending me these movies, and movies that I've been after for a long time and can't find, and I think this is the better version of this movie. And also for this movie, which will complete the Rambo setup for me, so I can now go and watch them fully. So thanks, that's amazing. I really do appreciate that. So first up, when I went to London with Paul, he took me to a place called Hitchin. Now in Hitchin, they've got some great charity shops. Now the thing about the Northeast, for some reason, we just don't seem to have charity shops that have anything worth picking up, if I'm honest, and physical media. And I've looked in a few times and I've just given up, and I've never looked at them for a long time. So this is a rare thing of me picking anything up from a charity shop. So Hitchin is a great place. If you live anywhere near it, I urge you to get across there, because it was a lovely place, like a picturesque town. And especially, I always thought that London was ultra busy, but this was far from it. But more of that on the vlog when I put it out with Paul when we went to see Guns N' Roses. So Paul took us around the local charity shops, and for 20 pence, I picked up The Girl with the Gifts. Now, 20 pence movie with a slip. I mean, come on. Now, this is the thing that I see when other people on other channels, mainly from the south of England, they pick up stuff and they seem to get stuff for 10 pence, 5 pence. Now, some of these ones can be up here, maybe you might get them in the northeast, but they'll be quite expensive. But it is what it is. But it was interesting to get some, or a cheap price, just to say I've done it. So this movie here, it's a movie I have seen, I do like the fact it's got a slip on. It's in mint condition. And I put it on just to check it out, and the quality on here is really nice. It's a very good Blu-ray. One of those Blu-rays where you think, this is better than I expected. I expected it to be quite grainy for some reason, I don't know why. But this movie here is a very good movie. This girl's performance in here is absolutely brilliant. And also it's got Paddy Considine there, who is one of my favourite actors, UK actors. It's also got a bit of spot gloss in there, I can see. So, and also I forgot it had Glenn Close in it. I mean, Glenn Close. I do think it's a UK movie. I'm not too sure about that, but I'm just guessing on, because I haven't seen it for a long time. But I do recommend this, and for 20 pence you can't argue with that. That's The Girl with the Gifts. And also from the same shop I got Inside Out for 20 pence. Now these movies, as everyone knows, I really like these movies, these Pixar movies. I think they just look absolutely sensational on their setup, and I can't get enough of these movies, and every time I see one, and you usually see them ultra cheap now, especially 20 pence is ultra cheap, I just pick them up and I have a good time with them. So I tried this one out to see what it looked like, and it looked absolutely sensational. Now the thing about Blu-rays sometimes, especially with these movies, they look that good that if you don't get yourself a 4K, or you can't get the 4K in the UK, I know you can't get a 4K of this one, it's just amazing that these ones just all look good on Blu-ray. So don't think if you miss out on a 4K version of it, which would look better for the colour, that you're not going to get a good version on the Blu-ray, because this does look crazy good. Now me and the wife will be watching this one, so for 40 pence that's one of the best bargains I've ever got. So this morning I went to Newcastle, and first of all I went to CEX, and for £2 I got Zootropolis. Now this movie is a movie I've already got. Now I got this originally from Poundland in Edinburgh for £2, and it's on the shelf, we'll be watching it, but I thought, you know what it is, there's a nice slip there, it's £2. The other disc will just go, I'll just give that away somewhere. This one's still shrink wrapped until we actually watch it. I've tried picking the sticker off, and it's going to come off really nice. This is what it should be doing. But weirdly enough, I want to take this one off, and it looks like it's not going to be that good to take off. So I will use the sticky stuff on there, the lighter fluid, to get rid of the sticker on there, because that works a treat. But it's strange that happens when these ones now are going to be, hey, I just pull these off, I could blow them off. But this one might be a little bit sticky. They're not always like that, but you know, I really hope that this isn't a thing. So I checked out the quality of this movie on the one that I've picked up from CEX, and it looked sensational. I'm not just saying that, it looked just so good. And I knew it would, well obviously I knew it would look good, but the way that the animation is just brilliant. I could watch these things all day. If they had a channel where they just put these on from noon to night, but they don't, a Disney channel, I could just put these on and just relax and just think they're just something to just eye candy first of all, and then you can just have a good time with them. And usually these movies are very entertaining. So pleased to pick up the slipcover of this. I've seen this a couple of times, and I thought, will I, won't I? And it was about, I think it was about £5 when I first saw it, but it's been there. It's going to reduce to, probably would have got reduced to £1 next week. But I saw it and I thought, right, I'll get that. I'll put that on there. Then that's looking great on the shelf. So that's a slipcover for £2 to house my original one that I bought for £2. So that's Zootropolis. So also for £2 I got the 4K of the Smurfs 2. Now I have got this, I've been given this on Blu-ray, and the Blu-ray looks really good, but the Blu-ray looks that good that I thought I would love to see the 4K. If I got it cheap, I would get it. And it was there for £2, so I thought, you can't argue with that. So there you go, that's the Smurfs 2 sorted out. So that'll go on the shelf and it'll look great. So that's the Smurfs 2. So the main reason why I went to Newcastle today was to get the security tag taken out of Pacific Rim Uprising. So they took it out and I was able to check it out. So I put it on the 4K player and I thought, this should look good. And if anything like the first one, I know that the movie's not meant to be as good as the first one. And this movie looks absolutely sensational. I thought it would, because the first one looks jaw-dropping. But this one here, I thought, wow, the picture quality, especially when they've got the kaiju, the robotic kaiju, obviously the CGI, with having people in the same frame, it just looks amazing. The sound quality as well is Dolby Atmos. It's just nuts. So this is going to be one I think me and Deborah will watch. I do think that this one will, so obviously not be as good, but I think that when I've looked at it in the clips that I've seen, I think it would be an entertaining watch. It's actually visually spectacular. The picture quality on here is sensational. It's pin sharp. The colours are unreal. The CGI is next level. It looks, to me, it looks the same quality as Pacific Rim. Now Pacific Rim is unreal. Now this one looked unreal as well. Also, it's got Scott Eastwood in. I'm a big fan of Scott Eastwood, who actually looks more like Clint Eastwood than Clint Eastwood does. Wow. It's got John Boyega as well from Star Wars. So this movie has got, you know, I'm going to just give it a free pass and just say, if it entertains us, that's all I want at the end of the day. I'm not looking for anything that's going to give us like a headache trying to work out the plot. I just want to see sort of like a daft action movie, but it looks and sounds absolutely spectacular. So also, quick heads up, they had 2 copies of it left in Newcastle one, and they have in sale. They'll have the steelbook of this for £12.49 on 4K. So if you're thinking about picking that up, you might want to pick it up the 4K, because it looks a lovely 4K, and I think it's an HMV exclusive as well. So that might be something you might be interested in. So, but I had this. I could have maybe swapped it over or anything, but I don't really collect steelbooks. But I do like the fact of this one having a slipcover, and it was only £10 when I got it. So that's Pacific Rim Uprising. So lastly, when we came back from London, we went to Paul's house to pick my car up. And Paul invited me in. We had a listen to some of his records, and it sounded fantastic through his sound system he's got for his surround sound. Absolutely brilliant. I can't imagine what the movies sound like in there. So when he was there, he said he'd like to give us a movie, and I was like, wow. So the movie he gave us on 4K was Death Wish. Now, funny enough, it was really weird, because unbeknownst probably to Paul, I was thinking to myself, you know what, I really want to sort of try this one out. I know I haven't seen it, and I do think the other Death Wish is absolutely, the first Death Wish with Charles Bronson is just absolutely amazing. So because Bruce Willis these days, he's had his ill health, and I thought, right, I'd like to see a bit more of Bruce Willis. Maybe I've sort of turned me back on him a little bit. So I thought, right, one of the ones I would want to see is Death Wish. And I have heard from Keith from Euphoria Pictures, linked down below, that the picture quality on here looks really nice. So I was thinking, yep, when I come across it, I'll get it. Well, of course, Paul's beaten us to it, and he's given us this absolutely amazing gift of this 4K version of Death Wish. So I put it on, and I thought, right, let's see what this is all about. And this is a German release, so obviously, but you've got English language on here. And it's absolutely brilliant. A lot of this does take place at night, obviously. The nighttime scenes in here are fantastic, as you would imagine. And the sound on here is brilliant. So I want to thank Paul once again for giving me the opportunity to have Death Wish on 4K. Now, as you can see there, that is the ticket that we got for when we're riding around the trains in London, or we've done some mileage on the trains. More about that in the video. You're not going to believe some of the things that happened when we went down to London about the travelling. Wow. But that'll all come out in the video, so keep an eye out for that one. So thanks once again to Peter, MrrandomuploaderHD, Martin Geary, and to Paul, aka the 4K movie chef. So thanks for watching, you take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.
Chicken!